Tonight on WTOP-10 Nightly News, a New York City woman pushed in front of a subway. Who police arrested and what prompted the push?
And a fun challenge might bring Oswego a large donation and new scholarship. What the challenge is and how you might be able to help.
Plus, a student organization hosts a rally and march on campus, how they made their voices heard and what they hope to accomplish.
WTOP-10 Nightly News starts now.
I'm just expecting
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Haley Kaiser.
And I'm Matthew Rivenberg.
Our top story tonight, the Students for Justice in Palestine organization held a rally earlier today to show their support for Palestine and all oppressed people. Concerned students in support of the organization gathered in the Hewitt Quad for a rally and march. The event started as a walkout from classes and turned into a march at around 4:45 p.m.
Students were seen holding signs and reading poems to speak out. The SJP Oswego president, Kaylin Jimenez, says she believes events like this are so important.
I'm just expecting it to grow in terms of solidarity and just ensuring that the administration is listening to students and just exploring those parameters. Are they listening to us? Are they understanding what's happening? If officials can act on grievances and can contribute to true solidarity, then I guess we can examine the growth of this movement and learn from it.
Participants marched a lap around the Lakeside and Central campus, chanting the whole way. And Jimenez tells us the organization plans to hold more demonstrations.
We have reached out to campus for an official statement about today's rally. Interim VP for Communications and Marketing, Karen Crow, says, quote, "Today's march was peaceful."
A SUNY Oswego faculty member, Catherine S. Thweet, has received the Distinguished Service Award from the Eastern Communication Association. Thweet began her service to the ECA in 1996 following a mentor and has since held many positions all the way up to president for 2 years during the pandemic. She served as the first ever conference advisor for the 2024 conference and will serve again in the 2025 conference as the director of scholarships.
The Office of Learning Services and Writings Fellow program will be offering 2 professional writing workshops. On Monday, April 1st, attendees will learn more about writing professional emails to professors and employers. The workshop will be held in Penfield Room 215 from 1:50 to 2:45 p.m. A session on April 4th will discuss how to write letters for jobs or internships students are interested in. That will be held in Room 215 of Penfield Library from 2:20 to 3:15 p.m.
An alumnus from the class of 1974 is offering a donation to the college if his classmates can put together an additional pool of that he will match. David Cutler is celebrating the 50th reunion of his graduating class with a challenge, saying, quote, "If members of the class of 1974 collectively give $50,000 to the fund for Oswego by June 30th, 2024, I will match it with an additional $50,000 and establish a special class of 1974 scholarship."
The Women's Club of Fulton will be awarding a scholarship of $800 for up to 2 years to a qualified senior male or female within the Fulton Central School District who is planning to enter a course of 2 years or less than an associate's degree program in technical vocation or a business program. The winner of the scholarship will be announced in May. The recipient will be a guest at the Fulton Women's Club luncheon on May 15th.
A Syracuse mother has been charged with manslaughter in the disposal of a corpse after the death of her missing 5-year-old daughter. The mother, Latasha Mott, confessed to beating her child with a belt, then hiding the body in a shallow grave in a baseball field. The child, Nefertiti Harris, was being searched for by police for 2 days before being found. It was discovered that Harris had actually been missing for months, but her mother had lied about her whereabouts. Police are continuing to investigate. Oswego was able to catch a break from the cold weather as it was nice and sunny outside.
But how long will the warm weather last? Let's take a first look at your forecasts with Storm Team 10 Chief Meteorologist Evan Bedron. Evan?
Yeah, it was quite the beautiful day. Warm weather won't be sticking around, but cold weather isn't in our forecast. Right now we're sitting at 42 degrees, so seasonably cool. And notice, that feels like only a 40 due to those low winds. So even though it is cloudy, we're not going to be getting as cold as the past few nights sitting in the 20s and 30s. We're sitting generally in the lower 40s for the next couple of days, moving forward towards Easter weekend. I'll have more of my full forecast coming up after the break, but first, back to you guys at the desk.
Evan, thank you. In state news, several women have come forward on social media claiming they were punched in the face while walking the streets of Manhattan. Multiple videos have gone viral on TikTok about the incidents, one claiming she was assaulted walking home from class and another on her way to work. Many of their suspect descriptions seem to have similar characteristics. The NYPD say they have already made an arrest regarding one of the incidents and are currently investigating another.
A New York City man was allegedly pushed in front of an oncoming subway train Monday night. The identity of the victim has yet to be released. However, authorities have made an arrest in the incident. 24-year-old Carlton McPherson was arrested on a murder charge, according to police. McPherson's mother has come forward saying her son had been previously hospitalized for mental health treatment twice. Authorities say the attack was unprovoked.
New York City officials have begun handing out prepaid debit cards to migrant families as part of a $53 million pilot program. The first batch of cards were given out Monday to assist migrants in purchasing food and baby supplies. The prepaid cards can only be used at grocery stores, supermarkets, convenience stores, and bodegas. Despite public backlash, Mayor Eric Adams defends his pilot program, saying, quote, "We are going to save money on delivery, we're going to save money on people wasting food, and this is a pilot project we're going to use that is going to save us $6.7 million a year," end quote. Still ahead tonight, we have new information on the Baltimore bridge collapse, how the city is recovering.
Plus, a former senator has passed away. We'll tell you more about his legacy within the U.S. Senate.
This is your channel 2 with sports and news and what to do. We're here for you. It's your TV, you're watching WTOP. Your TV, thanks for watching WTOP.
Welcome back to WTOP. I'm Storm Team 10 Chief Meteorologist Evan Bedron. And talking about those temperatures, looking at our 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, not much change across much of the Northeast as we go into Easter weekend. But as we look at our March 24 highs, take a look at this graphic. All right across the board, only 3 days below average temperature-wise this month alone, 23 above average temperatures. Just a couple 70s, 60s sprinkled out all throughout the month of March. So very unseasonably warm this winter, which has been the story throughout all this winter. And looking at our current temperatures right now, Syracuse 46, Oswego 42, Buffalo all the way at 39. That's because there's a cold front right around here just west of Rochester making its way eastward overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. And look at tonight's forecast. Cloudy skies, 37 degrees, but notice winds are going to start increasing overnight, so make that 37 into maybe the upper 20s when you factor in that wind chill. And so as we move from tonight to tomorrow morning, cloudy to start your day at 9 a.m., 42. And as you go throughout the morning into your afternoon, less clouds at 12 p.m., moving to sun and clouds around 3 p.m., 6 p.m. So starting to break up cloud cover as you go throughout the afternoon into the evening. And by the time you reach 9 p.m. tomorrow, mainly clear past sunset. And so taking a wider view of things right now, we have this cold front making its way over through our area tonight to tomorrow morning. Here's all those low pressure systems off on the East Coast, bringing out a lot of precipitation to many coastal cities. But off to our west, all this cold air with that high pressure is going to make its way over to our area on Thursday into Friday, keeping us cool to end out our week. But we also have this low pressure that's going to make its way over to our area Friday into Saturday. In many areas in the southern tier of New York, may see some rain showers starting out your Easter weekend into Easter Sunday. But the majority of the rain is going to be off to our west in the Ohio River Valley. And so looking at our 7-day forecast, Thursday 48, mix of sun and clouds. Friday 44, a little bit cooler temperature-wise, but still sunny. Starting our Easter weekend, 49 on Saturday. Easter Sunday looking beautiful at 50 degrees. And starting out early next week, clouds return to the area, bringing a mix of clouds and showers back to our area. But temperatures sitting in the lower 50s, maybe even nearing mid-50s on Wednesday. And by midweek next week, we expect showers to still remain in our area with temperatures in the mid-40s. That is all for my forecast. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Evan. In national news, former Senator and Vice Presidential candidate Joe Lieberman died this afternoon. According to a statement from his family, Lieberman suffered complications from a fall. The Stamford, Connecticut native was elected to his home state Senate in 1970, representing New Haven. 18 years later, he became the first Orthodox Jew to get elected to the U.S. Senate.
In 2000, then Vice President Al Gore chose Lieberman as a running mate in his race for the White House, which they lost to George W. Bush and Dick Cheney. Lieberman, a longtime Democrat, switched to the Independent Party in 2006 and remained there until he stepped down from the Senate in 2013. Joe Lieberman was 82 years old.
This morning, the recovery operations resumed for 6 people missing following the collapse of Baltimore's Francis Scott Key Bridge.
All 6 are presumed dead. Michael Yoshida has the latest on the ongoing efforts.
Video shows the moment the cargo ship slammed into Baltimore's Francis Scott Key Bridge, causing it to collapse into the Patapsco River after it lost engine and electrical. And we now know the 6 victims were part of a road crew working on the bridge at the time of the accident. That includes Maynor Yasir Soaso Sandoval. A family member tells CNN the married father of 2 from Honduras had been in the U.S. for over 18 years and started his own maintenance company. Officials say the other missing workers are from Guatemala, El Salvador, and Mexico.
Accidents happen, and this was a very unfortunate accident and very unfortunate tragedy. What one should highlight here is that we're part of the community. We build the community as well.
Maryland Governor Wes Moore issuing a promise to their families as the operation turned from a rescue to a recovery.
We will use every asset to make sure they find a sense of closure.
The Port of Baltimore remains closed. More than 1,000 members of the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers are expected to assist in debris removal to get a shipping channel open. On Tuesday, President Joe Biden said he wants the federal government to pay for the full cost of rebuilding the bridge, with help from Congress. Advisors say it's still too early to know how long that could take.
We are not just going to build the bridge back, but we're going to build it in a way that honors the people of this moment and honors the community that bridge will support.
The NTSB has begun collecting evidence from the ship and plans to start crew interviews Wednesday.
Former President Obama is jumping in to help President Biden defeat Trump again. Obama met with Biden at the White House Friday, and they took part in an organizing call to mark the 14th anniversary of the Affordable Care Act on Saturday. Sources say the campaign plans to roll out parts of the conversation between the two presidents over the coming weeks, including a star-studded Manhattan fundraiser on Thursday featuring Biden, Obama, and former President Bill Clinton. When WTOP-10 nightly news continues, find out how to protect yourself from the most common type of skin cancer.
And with Easter just around the corner, find out how much people are going to spend this year.
Jill told me it was Kitty from Glee. Yeah, what is it?
Al Roker.
We're here for you, we're here for you. This is your channel 2. With sports and news and what to do, we're here for you. It's your TV, you're watching WTOP. Your TV, thanks for watching WTOP.
What's going on?
Yeah, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa.
You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow.
Wow.
Get a close-up of that one.
Matthew,
Broadcast news.
look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
In consumer news, Easter is less than a week away and consumer spending is expected to top $22 billion. According to the National Retail Federation, a total of $22.4 billion is expected to be spent this year. Food is expected to be the highest spending category, followed by clothing, then gifts. Meanwhile, the price of cocoa surged to an all-time high on Tuesday. This means you could be paying more for chocolate in stores.
Two well-known celebrities have come forward this month with a diagnosis of skin cancer. Model Christy Brinkley and fitness celebrity Richard Simmons both say they've been treated for basal cell carcinoma.
Every year in the U.S., there are an estimated 3.6 million new cases of this disease diagnosed, according to the Skin Cancer Foundation. Mandy Gaither has the story.
It's the most common type of skin cancer, but basal cell carcinoma is also one of the most easily cured when detected and treated early.
Often because they present without any significant major issues, like it's not necessarily painful, oftentimes they can be ignored.
Basal cell carcinoma can look different from one person to another. These pictures from the Skin Cancer Foundation show the warning signs, including an open sore that doesn't heal, a shiny bump or nodule that can also be pearly or clear or another color and can be mistaken for a normal mole, a scar-like area that is flat, white, yellow, or waxy in color, a reddish patch or irritated area, and a small pink growth with a slightly raised rolled edge and a crusted indentation in the center. Sun-exposed areas are where these cancers are most often found, says dermatologist Susan Masick with The Ohio State University's Wexner Medical Center.
places like the face, and particularly the nose, the lips, the ears, but anywhere on the face is fair game, as well as sun-exposed areas on the arms and the hands, as well as the upper shoulders and back.
Masick says to protect skin by wearing sun protective clothing, using sunscreen every day, reapply it every 2 to 3 hours, sooner than that if you're sweating or swimming, and replace sunscreen every year. An expired product may not offer as much protection. And if you find anything on your skin that's new or changing, see a doctor. For Health Minute, I'm Andy Gaither.
The Skin Cancer Foundation says tanning beds are never safe for skin and that indoor tanning increases your risk of basal cell carcinoma, squamous cell carcinoma, and melanoma.
Are you struggling with sleep? Maybe try a little exercise to help. A new study shows that physically active people have a lower risk of insomnia symptoms and extreme sleep duration. More than 4,000 adults were surveyed over a 10-year period about their physical activity and sleep habits. Persistently active participants were 55% more likely to get 6 to 9 hours of sleep a night. Those who became active during the study were more than 20% more likely to sleep normally.
Coming up in sports, Mike Neckerson's in the studio.
Mike, can you give us a quick preview?
Thanks, guys. Oswego women's lacrosse and Oswego baseball both played in hard-fought games today. NCAA basketball is closing in on their championships, and opening day for the MLB is tomorrow. We'll have all this and more after the break.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Shine on that black.
Look at the bling. Look at do we got a diamond tester on?
Yeah, that's getting bad. Yep. 10 out of 10 recommend on Yelp.
Score going to the playoffs.
I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone.
What? I should take your phone away.
No. I'll call for a ride. Wait, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters. Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine.
But I need that back.
No.
Kevin!
Welcome back. There's a lot of action to cover, so without further ado, let's get into it. First things first, the Oswego State women's lacrosse team hosted the SUNY Geneseo Golden Knights this afternoon and were narrowly defeated by a score of 11-7. Despite losing to the Knights, the Lakers held on for the whole game, putting up a great fight. By the end of the game, 6 different Lakers found the back of the net, including 2 goals from Bella Lembo. You can catch the women's lacrosse team back in action this Saturday, March 30th at noon at the Laker Turf Stadium, right here in Oswego. In other news, the Oswego State baseball team traveled to Clinton, New York today to take on Hamilton College and went off, winning by a score of 19-10. The Lakers recorded 16 hits and had just 1 error in the field. They scored 8 runs in the 5th inning alone, which would serve as the dagger as they had all the momentum for the rest of the game. You can catch the baseball team back in action this Saturday, March 30th as well, as they travel south to take on the Oneonta Red Dragons. Speaking of baseball, tomorrow is opening day for the MLB. There are 13 games scheduled to be played tomorrow, starting off at 3:05 p.m. where the Angels take on the Orioles. Another notable game is the New York Yankees versus the Houston Astros at 4:10 p.m. Nestor Cortez will pitch for the Yankees and Framber Valdez for the Astros. The Yankees have won 4 of the last 5 matchups between the two teams, but on opening day, you never know what might happen. We've also had 2 extremely entertaining NCAA basketball tournaments so far, but there is still a ways to go before any winners can be crowned. On the men's side of things, the UConn Huskies are the favorites with plus 210 odds, and the Houston Cougars are a close second with plus 500 odds. In the women's bracket, South Carolina is the clear frontrunner with minus 155 odds, and the Iowa Hawkeyes are trailing close behind with plus 700. You can catch the Sweet 16 of both tournaments this weekend, where it is make or break for every team still in the tournament. We'll stay on the hardwood and travel to Madison Square Garden, where last night the New York Knicks took on the Detroit Pistons. Dante DiVincenzo wasted no time showing the 12-60 Pistons what kind of night it was going to be, and he kept the momentum going thanks to a nice steal from Isaiah Hartenstein, which he turned into a three-point play right here on this layup. So he got fouled, and he did get that bucket at the line, so that'll be a three-point play for him. DiVincenzo wasn't the only Knick cooking, though. As you can see, Josh Hart drill a 3 from up top. He would finish the night with a 14-point triple-double. Very impressive stat line from him. That's what you like to see if you're a Knicks fan. If you hadn't seen enough yet, here's even more Dante DiVincenzo, a dominant night from beyond the arc, going 11 for 20 from 3 on the Pistons' heads. But you got to let Jalen Brunson eat, too. You see him coming down the court here, and no surprise, really. You see the shot goes up, and it's good. Come on, you know it is. He finished the night with 28 points and 6 assists. We've got one more shot for you. You want to take a guess who's taking it? Ready? 3, 2, 1. That's right. The big ragu, Dante DiVincenzo for 3 again. He finished the night with a career-high 40 points in a 124-99 win over the Pistons, improving New York's record to 43-28 on the season as they near the playoffs.
How are you thinking, Mike? Stick around and say hello to the sparkling water flavor coming up after the break. Yes, we sip it. Tie it.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
I guess I have really been looking for love in this dating app. Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
What's going on?
Yeah, dude, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa.
You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow.
Wow.
Get a close up of that one.
Broadcast news.
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
Are you looking to try something daring and savoring to quench your thirst? 7-Eleven has announced a new collection of sparkling waters in a variety of bold and cutting-edge flavors.
One of the flavored seltzers is a twist on one of 7-Eleven's most popular snacks. The Big Bite hot dog sparkling water combines the delicious taste of the iconic hot dog into one refreshing beverage, ketchup and mustard included.
7-Eleven teamed up with art-inspired brand Miracle Seltzer to create the line called 7 Select TM Sparkling Waters. Other flavors include lemon lime, green apple, and sweet orange.
More details on the availability of the Big Bite hot dog flavor will be revealed on April Fool's Day.
How do we feel about hot dog water?
Certainly interesting.
Interesting.
Definitely interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. And that's our report for tonight. happy birthday to one of our viewers, Olivia.
Be sure to stay tuned for The Real Deal.
Thank you for watching.
Have a great night, everyone.
Happy birthday,
Olivia.